Well, good evening, everybody. I like this graveyard. It makes me happy, but I'd rather see that beautiful face right there, Eldon. It's so
Well,
pretty.
hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
What's up, Spokane Ghost Talk fans? This is your ghost host, Brian James, and with me, my new partner in crime, Mr. Eldon.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. We got a lot of plans coming up over the next like 6 or 7 months, man. It's going to be hellaciously cool.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I am freaking stoked for what we got coming on, man.
Hey, man, my guys, they're ready to rock, man. They're stoked. They're amped up. I got one of them with me tonight. We're going to talk to him a little bit too, I think. And he's the life of the party, man. I'm telling you. You guys are going to love him.
Nice. And then somebody else that I sent an invite to showed up.
All right. Hey, I like surprises, man. So surprises are good.
Yeah, we call her Squeakers.
Uh-oh.
You like surprises.
Because when she gets to laughing, she squeaks like a little chew toy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, she's funny as hell, and she's fun to pick on too. So without further ado, who should we bring on first, Mr. K-Dot and your Squeakers?
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know. Can we simultaneously?
Double click. I won't let me double click them.
See there. You got to do one at a time, man. So I guess it's your call. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll just go like that.
Hey, it's K-Dog, man.
Look, I'm on the screen.
You're on the screen, brother.
It's
Hey,
my
guys.
favorite little
Hey,
kid.
how's it
No,
going?
look, you should have let the lovely lady go first. I'm just saying, I mean,
It's okay. Thank you, though. I'm kind of
such a
flattered with
beautiful
that
young
one.
lady
Thank
like
you.
that, like, then you grace them with my mug, like, well, hey, okay, that's scary enough. We don't
See,
need
I
anything
squeak.
Man, what's up with his screen wanting to go green all the time? You see that, or am I the only one seeing that?
That's
My
really
screen
fucking
going green?
cool, actually.
Every once in a while,
mine.
it'll go green and get lines in it every once in a while. Like, you're good right now.
It's fine on this end.
It must be my end.
As I said, maybe it's broken, man.
There it is again.
I look okay to me.
Is it green screening?
It's
Am I
green
the only
now.
one? Okay, I was going to say, I thought I was the only one seeing that.
So are you guys both in Washington then? Squeaker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are? Just you look, we got Arizona and Washington representing at the same time. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. This is the Spokane, Arizona connection, brother.
That's
Yes, it is.
exactly what it is.
Watch for the mixtape coming soon.
See, check it out. I'll show you exactly what it is.
Hey,
That's pretty rad.
I'm saying.
Or you got this one here.
I like that one.
It's
Yeah,
the
but
family crest.
It's missing the skulls,
Nice.
Brian.
damn it, you know me too well, Mr. Eldon.
I do, man. I do.
So, Miss Sarah Squeaky Toy Russell,
What's up?
what
I have-
the hell have you been up to lately?
Oh, gosh. Just a little bit of everything. Yep. Trying to just get things back together, and this time of year just gets under me sometimes, and I'm trying not to let that happen. And
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. So, you had a client that you were supposed to work with, and then she flip flopped on you.
a little bit, yeah. I'm not gonna say her name on here just out of privacy, but I'll tell you.
Call her Bev Deverly.
But it sounds like she's going through a lot, and she's at that point where she thinks she's alone with it, and I think that's only because so many people have told her no, and that can't be right, blah blah blah. And I'm trying to connect with her to try and help her and see if she'll still let us out there. So far she might, but it's kind of rocky. No.
So, Mr. K Dog Kimmy,
Sir.
what's been going down with you, man? This is my first time meeting you. Tell me about yourself.
Well, in general, during my daytime hours, I'm usually doing like printing. I have a printing business that I do, so I do our merchandise, like the shirts that we got. I made those. Well, I do that throughout the day, and then pretty much, I jump on with them whenever they head out to their invest. I've only been doing investigating for like 4 months or so, so we have a good time going out there. We just took a long trip out to this abandoned ranch. There was nothing that happened out there, but that place was so cool to just go out and visit. It was worth just going up there for that, because that place would have been so nice back in those days. But other than that, man, I'm out here in Arizona, getting cooked in the summertime, enjoying the wintertime. My 80-degree days out here were suffering so bad.
Yeah, screw you. Screw you. We're up here and it's like fucking 32.
Freezing our tatas off.
It's rough being outside in short sleeves in the winter. It really is. I mean, it's hard on everybody out here. I mean, look at Eldon. You can tell how hard it is on him. He's just sitting there like, well, I understand. I mean, you guys got it so good out there and everything, with us being so cold. But
oh, I know. We got that 32-degree weather, and I still rock my shorts and the tank top. And
well, I mean, I've been there though. I haven't been to Washington, but I was born in Colorado, and then I spent a little bit of time in New York, so I know what it's like to freeze pretty good. So I have a respect for when it gets that cold out there.
The one thing I can say, where Washington is better than Arizona, is we don't have to check our beds for scorpions and tarantulas.
Well, I don't check my bed for scorpions because generally, we have been so lucky out here. Like, all the neighborhoods we hit have been like not scorpion free, but like there's not infestations in them. And there'll be a neighborhood or two over, and everybody will have them. But where we are, there's we've never. I think the one time we've actually found one where we weren't looking for it came in a pile of rocks that we got to put on the side of our house or something. Other than that, we haven't seen any of them just here at the house anywhere. So it's not really like that unless you're in an area that has a whole bunch of them, because they have their own little areas where they like to infest.
I guess I'm almost practically a native here. I guess I mean, I've been here since 1985. And I would have to say, since then, I've probably seen a half a dozen scorpions in a building. I've actually, yeah.
You mean 1885, right, Grandpa?
Don't tell
I'm gonna get you for that one.
I can see it.
Yeah. You see the smoke rising?
I'll be careful. If I should be careful when Eldon sees you, he might get you with his cane, bro. Like, that's bad.
Damn, you had to tell him about that, Kenny?
That's not a cane.
I wasn't letting that out of the bag yet, dude.
Well, the cool part about it is technically he doesn't need it, but he just carries it because he likes to beat people with it. That's how we all stay in line in the group, you know what I mean? Like, we get out of line, and next thing you know, whack right on the back of the head. And
Good, another one with the cane.
I'm
I got one too.
Now, you got to be careful, because some of us, and I won't mention who, they like that kind of abuse.
Now, who would like that kind of abuse?
Dude, when I was a backyard wrestler, I was the dude that always agreed to have them bust me open with barbed wire.
Wait, you wrestled?
Oh, dude, I was backyard and professional.
Bro, I did training. I didn't make it because my ex made me quit because she thought it was a lot more fake than it was. I told her, I'm like, yeah, there's some things that are done for safety, but it's not as quite as fake as you think it is. And she's like, oh, no, I see it. And then when we trained like 6 months later, she's like, you're going to be paralyzed. She made me stop.
What he's really telling you is when he got put in a pretzel, he was like crying and he didn't want to.
No. My first Business More leg lock was like, nah. Now that was a blast though. I had so much fun doing that. Like, but when she made me quit, and then after me and her split up, it was like I was already like 37 years old, and my body's like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. So now I'm just a spectator.
Hey, Brian, did you get that video I sent you?
Uh-oh. I'm glad I didn't get that.
I did.
Are you able to play that here?
It's NSFW.
Well, let me see what I can do, sir.
I'll be right back, guys.
It's cool footage, man. It is really cool footage.
What? No, dude, I don't think I'm able to play it.
Yeah.
November 22nd, right?
Yeah.
It must be an MP4. It won't let me play it.
Really?
Now, if you somehow get it to where you go to share screen with me and then send it to me that way.
Now, how can I do that? Share video file? How about that?
That should work.
It might get a little loud over here just a second because the ball game is on and it's ending here. A few, so I apologize.
You think I'm about a ball gag?
No. Gonzaga's playing, so
if that's it right there.
Oh, I thought you said you were ball gagging John. I was about to offer you my nail fetted paddle.
Okay.
As it turning as red as the thing on the bottom of the screen.
Hey, Sammy. Hey, no smoking on my podcast, buddy.
Did I miss it?
No.
All right. How about that? I got it down there at the bottom. Can you share that?
Oh, man, my dog just jumped on my nuts.
Oh.
Can we please have a moment of silence
Ouch.
for my man's nuts?
Oh, fucking Mike.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes. Where is this at?
This is at a cemetery here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's on a
Oh, sorry. I've seen something like that before.
The Rick answers the door.
I get a little overexcited sometimes, so.
This literally was like 2 weeks before I joined the team.
Wow.
Yeah.
There might be some.
And when you pan back, you'll notice that it's gone. No longer there.
No.
Well, wait a minute. There was a shadow of a little kid there too, or was I mistaken?
I can review it again. We'll play it again.
Hey, I'm on a podcast. Go lay down.
And this is probably about 150 feet away from that last location. And
Okay,
you'll see
there's
that right there.
that's exactly the same thing that I've seen over at Evergreen Cemetery here in Spokane. Hilliard.
And now the next clip I'm going to show you actually shows you a living person, what they look like on the thermal, just to show that it's not a real person. At the right side of your screen, that's a living person. That's one of our investigators.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Now let's see. We'll play it again, and I'll trying to see what you're looking at there. I'll pause it.
I could have sworn it. Yeah, it's not there. Maybe I saw a stone or something in the shape of an angel.
And
Well, there
then
are little things on the ground that you can possibly see too. I mean, it is a cemetery,
Yeah,
so there
there's-
are multiple memorials.
there's a lot
you
of
gotta be aware of.
Exactly.
yeah, there's a lot of decorations, balloons, and things like that are in the particular cemetery. And let's see. This is where the clip where you thought you saw the little kid, right?
Yeah. See right there on the right. Is that a bush? Is that a stone?
Oh,
Whoa.
I see what you're saying.
That might be
Whoa.
a stone.
Look at Eagle Eyes.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you think, Brian?
I don't know, man.
Right there in the bottom right-hand corner, right there.
That's hard to tell if that's because you can tell that there's a stone there, so it could be like some flowers. I think that might be some flowers, bro.
It might be.
Doesn't that look like a bunch of flowers?
You think so?
The outline silhouette, because I mean you
I
can
have
only see
to
thermal
agree.
of it, so
I
I think
have
it's
to
probably
agree.
flowers on somebody's grave.
Okay, yeah.
That does look like a figure, but I got to agree with Kenny on that one.
Good catch,
Absolutely.
though, Squeaky.
Yeah,
That looks good.
definitely.
That looked good because for a second I was sitting there scratching my head till I'm like, wait a minute, that kind of does look like
Right?
flowers. So
Yeah.
All right, debunked.
well,
On that one.
we got some cool flashlight footage around somewhere that we haven't like edited any words into, but that's probably my favorite
Now,
little toy.
what-
That and a K2.
Can we rewind that a little bit? Just
Yeah. Let me get back on it here.
Gosh damn, Squeaker, quit making the man work. He's my,
I
he's my
know.
co-host.
You're gonna make it before he even starts getting
Well,
into it. Like, no, wait a minute. They want me to rewind, pause, fast forward, do a little dig. Like,
Studio.
I'm a speedy
Rewind
squeaker.
2 seconds, now speed it up 5 seconds, rewind it 4 seconds.
No. That was 4.5 seconds. I said 4 seconds. Come on. No, 4.2. There we go. Right there.
Oh God, Kenny, we can't do investigations together.
We're gonna be laughing the whole time.
All right. Why can't I, add
I
it to
do
the
know when to
screen?
shut up. I mean, like, I enjoy being the butterfly, but I do know when to shut up.
I need to, but
That I need to learn.
between me and you, I don't think it'll ever happen.
All right. There we go. Now, where do you want it to go?
Like towards the very end again.
Right there?
Well, that might be flowers too, actually, but it looks like there's another shadow in
Well,
front of the stone right
If
there.
you notice to the right of the circle, that gray haze, that's a tree.
Okay.
These you're going to see those other black spots. Those other black spots you're seeing throughout, left and right. Those are actual headstones that come up to about my waist. So for that to be flowers, that would be way too tall to be flowers.
That's the tallest bouquet of flowers I've ever seen.
Yeah, that would put those flowers somewhere in the ballpark figure of about 6.5 feet.
Then I don't know what that is because that really, like, farthest towards the left of me, straight in the middle, there's like, it looks like what's somebody's like leaning on their knees, right?
Right.
That's the T talking.
I want to see that.
But it's what it looks like to me, and it's
Now
weird.
you'll notice in the foreground right here, the lighter area, that's all grass right there. Kenny can attest to this. This particular area is a very new area of the cemetery, and this was back in July, and all of this now is completely filled with graves.
Is that
You
the
guys
COVID
have
spot?
grass in Arizona?
Oh yeah.
I figured it was all sand and dirt and rock.
No.
I mean, they work hard to keep it grass, and a lot of times it's not exactly green, but it's grass.
You got some bald spots here and there, yeah.
Holy shit, Sarah Russell.
What's up?
I heard that.
What?
Exactly.
What?
I don't know.
You might hear my background noise. That was not me.
Let's see.
So Kenny, you're a rookie.
I am a rookie. I am.
Hmm.
Well, like
So let's
for
see here.
a year ago, me and my ex that I was with for like 13 years broke up, and we always talked about, oh, we'll go out and get some stuff and go do it. But it just was like, anytime we're like, okay, well, let's make it happen, then it just never happened. And then afterwards, like I just joined one of the like I think it's called Haunted Arizona or something, and these guys put out that they were recruiting, and I'm like, well, okay, let's go. And so that's kind of how I ended up getting on there, is because I've always wanted to, but like I'll always stick up for it, and because I believe in it, but I'm the skeptical guy still. I still have to like see something to firmly make me believe. I've gone out and I've seen like the flashlight going and stuff, but I would prefer to
Which I
like
have that.
see things happen.
I have that video, Kenny, right here in the deal there. As soon as Brian releases it, we can play it and I can show some of that. And you were actually the one part of this, Kenny.
Yeah, no, I made it. I've been into all to the ones that I know of, at least that we've filmed. I've been to all the flashlight communication ones, and that's probably like that's the most prominent that I've seen. That, and I've had some K2 and millimeter stuff, but I would prefer for everything to happen all like at the same time, because like the other things don't really go off. I think. Whoa, there's my dog for you. But the other things don't really go off at the same time, but it's honestly when you're sitting there yelling at a flashlight, or not yelling at it, pardon me, but when you're talking to a flashlight and it is responding to you, I mean, it's kind of hard to say that it's not, but then again,
You want to play that for us real quick, Brian?
Yeah, I gotta ask you a question first, though, man.
What's that?
Yeah, and he's new. You really want to take him to all these spots?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Why
you
would
do
I
realize
not?
that I just spent 2 weeks by myself staying like in a haunted hospital on old hospital mattresses, all by myself, like walking up the hallways every night because I had to smoke outside. Like I may be a rookie, but I'm not no spring chicken when it comes to being a man.
Hey, Kenny, what was the name of that place?
Asylum 49.
So he knows about the one major spot, right?
Waverly?
No.
Oh, what's the one major spot? To me, that was the major spot because that's the place that's been on a bucket list.
The major, most dangerous spot is Bobby Mackey's.
I thought that was here, isn't it?
Nope. That's in Wilder.
Okay. I gotta write that down.
Because the guys were talking about that not long ago. I thought that was something that you guys went and did. I thought that was here.
Nope. That is Bobby Mackey's is in Wilder, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
And brother,
yeah,
I gotta say, man, I commend you for wanting to go on this trip, dude. You got major balls being a rookie and wanting to go.
Oh yeah, no, it's always been like I said, and I'd love to see it because I got to see something like that to be able to stand by my I do defend it. I'm a firm believer in it, but I got to see something crazy to be able to be like, yep, nope, sorry, I was there. I saw it for myself. There's nothing you can tell me now that is like no, because I saw it, and that's what I need to be able to stand up. Because I mean, my dad, he's not a real big believer in it. He kind of thinks it's a joke. So
we'll definitely see it, brother. I promise you that one.
Well, that's the whole reason I joined, is because I have to see it for myself. It's just something that I can't head my way to the other side without knowing that there is another side. So. I love this little cemetery. It's a tiny itty bitty cemetery, but it's so awesome.
Can you see me? Can you turn the light on if you see me?
I command thee. Turn the light on.
Turn the light on if you can hear
In
me.
the name of Satan.
Souls. I need souls, man.
Now watch this.
Can you feel me?
Boom.
And I promise you guys, I was sitting there staring at this thing that whole damn time. Nobody touches that. There ain't nothing connected to it. It is all by itself. We're all 3 or 4 feet away from it.
You? Turn the light on if it's yes.
And that's what it gets you.
Oh, come here.
That's awesome.
Where are
No, I mean, like, it's hard to refute that because it answers your questions, but it's still, it's like, man, there's still a little more I want to see, but this is amazing. Like, that kind of stuff, it got me going. That's what got me hooked on, like, wanting to go and do all this stuff, is watching this thing happen. Because
Hell
I've seen it like on TV, but same thing. I've always been like, man, I got to be there and see that happen. And now that I've seen it happen, you know what I mean? I could stand by the flashlight and be like, nope, they're not playing with it. It does that. It's a regular, boring old flashlight.
I mean, it was like it was after you took your hands out.
That's what my buddy was saying. He's like, yeah, but he could have a remote in his pocket. I'm like, you got a remote control flashlight? You know, if you got one, let me know. But
no shit, they don't make them.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like that. It's an
I was
old
gonna say, have
school.
you ever seen a remote control mini mag? I mean, because I haven't.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, no, dude,
This
I was
is
there.
exactly
I can
the
attest
kind of
that that's what
flashlight
happened.
we use.
Do you want me to hang out and talk with you?
I will say, though, this place will stay active for like 45 minutes to an hour. You'll get good, solid, fun stuff to mess around with, and then it just quiet. Nothing
Drop.
else happens after that, and everything dies. Everything will go quiet. The spirit box will go quiet. The flashlight will stop working.
Okay, so you can talk with other dead people?
It's almost like this place has a set amount of energy in the air they can draw out, and once they've used it all up, they have to let it charge up again before they can start using it to interact or something, because once it dies, it is dead.
Still love your family?
What? Yeah. I'm
No?
So Brian, as you can see,
You still have
he might be a little green behind the ears, but he's pretty damn observant, and he's pretty spot on with what he's saying.
Well, and I mean, like I said, like I approach it from a skeptic side, but from a believing skeptic. So that's why I got to see it to believe it. But since I was there, like I can promise that flashlight's just a regular flashlight. I've had that and used it on our investigations. You just turn it to turn it on and turn it to turn it off. There's nothing else to it. So
the transfer to that. I mean, I need my phone, but
Well, Kenny, I gotta say, buddy bear, I like you.
move your drink.
I like you a lot, buddy.
it's been a, you know, well, like I got hooked on it since when I was a kid. Like Ghostbusters grabbed me, and I mean it grabbed not just because I thought that was a cool movie, you know what I mean? Like that grabbed me, and then later on, once I started seeing like unsolved mysteries and stuff, the little bit of paranormal that they used to show in the '90s, because there wasn't much of it, then like that stuff blew me away. And so I'm like, wow, there are actually supposedly evidence of ghosts out there. Like I can remember getting goosebumps for like 3 weeks from some weird little EVP that I heard one time that I think that. I don't remember who got it, but it sounded like I think they were talking about the Warrens when they did it. But so I think it was one of their recordings. But those things I didn't even know existed until a little bit later on. And once I heard it, like it was kind of like one of my missions to find it. And then finally, now freaking years on end later, met up with Eldon and that group just by chance because I saw a Facebook post. And I've only been there for 3 months or so, and I've been to those little cemeteries and seeing that flashlight working on its own. I thought it was going to be, who knows how long before I got to see something like that happen. So I'm pretty excited about where everything's headed so far.
Well, you're about to be super excited, Kenny.
I'm telling you, like when I saw some of the names that were put on that list, that definitely piqued my interest, because those are places that you hear about. They're notorious. They're icons when it comes to American hauntings, you know what I mean? And that's what they're like, holy grails for people like us, you know what I mean? That's what we want, are those few places, and they're like the elite investigation places. So I'm really stoked to get down on that and make it happen this next year. So
Sarah Russell has no clue what we're talking about here.
No, I don't. I'm kind of intrigued right now.
So it started out, I got an invite from Bad to the Bone Paranormal and Travelers Paranormal to go down to Kentucky and do a few investigations with them.
It has turned out to be a big ordeal.
I agreed, and I was telling Eldon about it, and he goes, well, shit, I'm going to be right there in Indiana. I was like, well, cool, dude. Come with me and let's do these investigations. Well, we've turned it into a coast-to-coast paranormal road trip. And Eldon, if you would, please read the list off.
First one on agenda is Pennhurst Asylum in Spring City, Pennsylvania. Second on the list is Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. We then go to Gettysburg Battlefield in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Once we get done with Gettysburg, we're going to go into West Virginia and go visit Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. From there, we go down to Fayetteville, Tennessee, and we go visit the Lincoln County Hospital. We're going to shoot north and go up into Franklin, Kentucky, where we're going to go see the Octagon Hall. And right around the corner from there in Kentucky, we'll visit the Battle of Richmond. Not to mention that, we're going to also visit the church there at the Battle of Richmond. Then we're going to go up to the river and go see Bobby Mackey's. And then once we leave Kentucky, we're going to go to Indiana and go visit the Randolph County Infirmary and Asylum. As we're leaving out of there, we're going to go through Illinois, hit Missouri right there in St. Louis, and visit the Exorcist House. From there, we're going to the Missouri State Penitentiary.
Hey, Indy.
Then we'll kind of go a little northwest, and we'll go to Villisca, Iowa, and we'll visit the Axe Murder House. And then we're going to go back as we're going and heading back towards Washington. We're going to go through Wyoming, visit Rollins there at the Frontier Prison, or at the Wyoming State Prison, in other words. And then we'll hit Boise, Idaho for the old Idaho Penitentiary. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Brian, the last on our list is the old Montana Prison and Museum in Deer Lodge, Montana.
Actually, you're missing one.
Which one?
You're missing St. Ignatius Hospital in Colfax.
Okay, we'll add that to it. So, but there's the list.
It's an impressive list, if you ask me.
Yeah. Very exciting. I'm like, hopefully I can go to the St. Ignatius ones with you guys or something. That'd be awesome.
It's going to be an interesting trip to pull off, but if we can make everything work and put it together, oh yeah. And it's supposed to be filmed the whole entire time. And I will say this, that if it is filmed, I'm not going to allow some of the bullshit that I see that happens to go on, because otherwise I won't put my damn stamp on it, because
none of us will. None of us will, and that's what our creed is, man.
Okay, now, look, I'm not gonna name names, all right, but we'll say there has been a certain investigation group that happened to do Asylum 49, right? And if you watch the second one, they talk about the place called the Green Mile. Now, Asylum 49 is notoriously haunted. Like, you talk to the people there is some crazy shit that goes on. But they talk about this Green Mile, like the Green Mile is this portal in between and yada yada, and it's all crazy. Like, actually, to tell you truthfully, it's the quietest place in the whole entire building. Like, I'm like, bro, I haven't heard anything or seen anything. And he's like, it's because nothing happens on the Green Mile. But if you listen to them, they're like, oh, this place is like a portal to different dimensions. That's not true. And so those are the things that, like, I don't stand for that. Like, I want to know true stuff. I want to know, like, what happens there, what really has happened. And if it doesn't happen while we're there, then you're not going to see it, because I'm not impressed. Like, you know, I am so worried about what I see on some places like that. I know that it's for, you know, some of it is for drama. I mean, you have to put something on there, and that's kind of what I'm against. So, you know, when you see stuff coming from us, like, it's not going to be, it's not going to be like a TV show, even though it might be looking like a TV show, because that's not what I want to do with it. At least I hope that's not what the rest of the group wants to do with it, because it's got to be real. You know what I mean? It has to be something that people can believe. And I understand that crazy stuff can happen, and I don't doubt that on some of those investigations, some insane stuff happens. But just by watching that and then going through what I saw is like, you know, I just don't know now. I'm certain that's the other part why I got to go see it for myself. You know, I have to be there. I have to experience this so I can say, nope, that really does happen there. Like, those things are not, that's not a crew member in the back slamming that door. You know what I mean? I need to know that kind of stuff for myself. Even if people don't believe me, I got to know it. So.
Oh, hell yeah. It's either 100% authentic or we're going home.
Yeah. You know, unfortunately, with the new generations, that's a lot that I see, even in, and I don't want to bring this into the paranormal field, but even in the new so-called witches, they're believing a lot of what people have to say, and I'm going, no. And it's really hard, because there's some things that these people are believing, and it's like, not everything is a portal. Not everything is really dramatic. I mean, you can't go out there thinking that it is. And in all reality, the unknown is just that. You're not going to know what's out there to begin with. Even me being a medium, I can only see and hear and smell and all those things at certain times. It's not like always in my face type thing. I mean, I guess it just really depends on the area, but yeah, I'm with you on that. It's something that's gonna have to really be talked about, because even with the online portion of it, if you guys do like online viewing, like we do sometimes with Facebook and TikTok or whatever platforms are out there, and that's one of the hard things to differ with people, because everybody's got a different viewing of the paranormal and what it should be.
And on top of that, I mean, even when you're looking at videos online, I mean, me, you, Eldon, we have no problem getting our hands on easy photo editing software. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of times, and every time you see a video, you'll see 100 comments on there that's like green screen, Photoshop, this, that, and it's like, well, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are, but you can't write every single one of them off as that. So like, and that's part of, like I said, why I just honestly I have to experience it for myself, because I stick up for the people that film these, because I would like to think that these guys aren't faking it. I mean, I'm a magician, so I know a little bit about making things move and stuff like that. Like, and to see some of the things that happen, like the preparation to go into setting up, destroying your kitchen, that's a lot of work to set everything up to where the camera doesn't see all the ropes, the wires, the strings that make that happen, the little gimmicks and doodads that throw everything off your counter. Like, it's not an easy setup to do. I mean, granted, it can be done, but you have to set up a lot of stuff for that to happen. So I don't see people, I mean, I guess some people do because they do crazy stuff, setting up an elaborate system that well to where you can't see it in front of the camera with so many different things going on at once. So, I mean, it's just hard now knowing that that's out there and how many people have the easy way to just get a hold of it. So, you know, you gotta experience it for yourself.
Well, everybody that I know so far that's going on this trip, or that's going to be wanting to go on this trip, every one of us are authentic. And neither one of us is going to want anything fake, or we're going to allow anything to be fake. And if there's even a hint of that, if there's even a suggestion of it, that individual is going to they're not going to be there. That's just that simple. We're not going to have it. We're not going to allow it. Brian's not going to allow it, because that's not what we're about.
That's a long walk home.
You goddamn right it is. And, you know, the thing is, you know, that's one of the things, especially with para-unity that we've been talking about. You know, there's a lot of teams out there giving us a bad name with the way they're doing things, faking evidence, faking things going on, faking occurrences. And
Ghost Adventures.
Well, that's the sad thing. You're only good as your reputation. You lose it once, you don't got it anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's why you can't do that as a group. Because if you fake one video that somebody catches you and calls you out on, like, everything else from now on is never going to be believable. Like,
it's over with.
So,
yeah, no, none of that's going to be happening. So.
There was one thing online on TikTok, and I know I keep saying TikTok, but I won't rephrase another one after this. But there was one lady that we actually caught was faking it. And you know how we caught her? We saw the string attached to the doll, and it was like just a smidgen of a clip, and she pulled it, and the doll fell off the bed. And we, like 25 people all at once were like, no, there's a string. And the next thing we know, she was investigated by TikTok and shut down for it.
They shut her down?
Yeah, they actually shut her down.
Is it illegal to fake a video or something? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, she shouldn't be shut down for it. I mean, she should definitely be shut down.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if people red flagged her or what, but she got shut down for a while there, and I haven't found her account since.
Well, I can see if she was like soliciting donations because of what's going on or whatever, like, you know, for whatever reason, trying to use that because she wants to gain like actual cash for that purpose, not just because videos are cool. I mean, like, you can make cool videos that are fake and still get it. But if she's like saying, hey, donate to me because I need a new place, this place is freaking me out, it's got this doll there and stuff, like, well, I can see that. Like, yeah, she should be booted. You're taking advantage of a situation that shouldn't be. I mean, what if somebody actually has that situation? You know what I mean? It desensitizes anybody from thinking the next person might actually have that problem. So,
and that's just it. Who's to say that not any of those things that she was filming was fake or not? And that surprised the heck out of me that her account got shut down. And so
I won't solicit donations, but I'll solicit prostitution now.
You didn't see my video, did you? Like, I thought that was private.
But it leaked out, you know.
$15.99 OnlyFans.
That's right. Yeti in the
Hopefully they're
wild.
18 and up.
I think
wow.
they would pay me to close my account. They would be like, "Excuse me, sir. We do much better
Right?
when you're not on our platform. Can you
Oh,
please?"
God. Check this out. It's the asshole himself.
What are you talking about yourself for, Brian?
Hey, what's up, Matt?
What up, guys?
What's happening, dude?
Just got off work, picked up some food, heading home to bed. I'm gonna say nice.
I got you.
But I just wanted to stop in and show my support to y'all.
Hey, thanks very much, man. Good seeing you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Hey,
K
you
Dog.
guys.
so
Nice to meet
Matt,
you, K Dog.
I'm here. What's going on?
so Matt, this here is K Dog. He goes by K Dog. His name is Kenny. He's one of my team members here in Arizona, and we brought him on here to kind of talk paranormal stuff with us tonight.
They brought me
All
on
right,
for my
let's-
entertainment value only. They've been making fun of me. They made me dress up in a tutu, dance around in circles and stuff, and they all laughed at me. It was mean. I feel degraded, but I mean, it was worth it. They said it was in the name of paranormal, so I guess.
And now you see, Baron, why me and Kenny will not be able to make a video together.
He's not the one you're thinking.
Because I look better in a tutu than he does, and he won't admit it.
So
Well,
Kenny,
I
when
think-
so Kenny, when we go to Pennsylvania, Matt here is who we're going to be seeing when we go there.
Right on. That's
He,
cool, man.
he is the paranormal consultant.
Aha. So
That'd
so when
be
you
me.
say consultant, this is the man, huh?
This is the man.
Gotcha.
So they tell
Okay.
me.
The man.
Right on,
that
man. Well,
knows
it sounds
who
like
he
you're the
is.
man when it comes to that stuff.
That's what they tell me. Apparently, I don't know.
He says, I just got friends. People like me.
Well,
Oh.
I see a familiar face just sitting over across from me here,
Hi.
quiet as always.
I am. Sometimes I'm perky, sometimes it's just, I like to listen to you guys, so.
We gotta break you of that.
I know, I'm very shy.
Not to that level because no, there's only room for one. But
I hear you though, Squeaker. Sometimes you're perky, sometimes you feel a bit floppy, and I understand that.
I have very, 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 I don't know if it's social anxiety or what, but I'm trying to kick that to the curb, so.
Oh shit, I thought you were talking about wearing a bra. I was like, shit, I need to find me a bro, man. I got some good B cups going on here.
How'd you know I wore bras, dude?
I told him.
Ah,
You
man,
told me
Matt,
that
you weren't
the
supposed to tell our secret, dude.
there's nothing wrong with you, boy. Yeah, Larry.
Kenny tried to share his jockstrap with me, and I refused. So, he's pretty
He
open.
wore it for 2 weeks. Don't let him lie to you.
Ah,
He
dang, Kenny.
refused to take it off is what he did. I was like, bro, I want that back. And he's like, nah, it's comfy. It makes me feel more like a man. I'm like, oh.
Well, that's all right, man.
I got
sent
it back
Matt
to wearing it now, but
I sent Matt Bear my banana hammock. He enjoys it.
All I can
What
hear
guy
is, do
said?
you feel like a woman?
I like
That's my theme song.
He's just jealous.
I know you look better in it than I did.
Well, yours disappears. Mine, at least you can see.
Guys, I'll have to say that this is a paranormal conversation right here.
It is definitely
Sure
normal.
as hell ain't normal.
So,
Harry.
I guess
Very
technically by definition, I am paranormal.
Brian in the banana hammock, that just comes up demonic in my mind, man.
and
There
look
ain't
at this.
nothing holy about that.
And just to think, Brian was considering not to have this podcast tonight. Are you glad you
And I
did?
was just considering and envisioning Brian with the banana hammock, and now I'm
I'm trying
scarred
not
for like
to.
life.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I was waiting. Sarah, you thought I forgot. I haven't forgotten. I told you every time I'm on camera with you, I'm going to give you a snort. That is.
I'm really bad about it, man. Oh, you haven't heard anything yet. Brian knows my secret laugh. I can't do that over the air. I can't do it at 9 o'clock at night.
Is that a challenge?
You get her going well enough, dude. She sounds like a chew toy. It's
Brian,
the greatest thing in the world. She'll just start squeaking out of nowhere.
Yeah, but have you heard my zombie laugh? Actually,
yeah,
I guess it would be a Bigfoot or something. It's bad.
It's great. She sounds like a half Wookiee, half grounding Yeti. Kind of like Matt Barron when he runs.
No, that's a whole new sound, man.
At least you don't hear a run, 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 flop. Run, 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 flop. That's me.
Probably a Rice Krispie tree being stomped in a mud puddle. That's what you get when me running, man. It's nasty.
All right, so I'm working on trying to envision that, and I just can't. So now I got to go get a Rice Krispie treat and a mud puddle.
And then
And I'll be back in 20
when you
minutes.
stomp on it, you gotta grunt. That's me, man. It's like,
Do I have to grind it, or is it just step on it? Like this
don't
stomp?
just step on it, man. Foil and all. That's what it
Got
sounds
it. All right.
That's like you had some like bad Mexican food while you're doing that. You heard a snap crackle pop. Your boy here's got grunt crackle pop.
I got it.
And I look like a damn train because I got a cigarette in my mouth, so I got steam or smoke coming out.
Well, at least it's coming out your mouth, not your ears.
Poor
who
guys.
knows where it's coming from?
These poor guys, we were in the backstage area, and all of a sudden they hear this noise, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?"
Well, if you wouldn't have said anything, I would have blamed it on
No,
Elvin.
man, no, that was my son. Oh man, it's gonna be great going on a trip with all of you guys.
It should be a hoot.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I love showing support wherever I can. But I want to just give this an open invitation for everybody. Tomorrow, I will be in my studio all day. I got a lot of work to do, but I'm going to make time for everyone. So if you guys need me, see me on Facebook, active, hop on over, say hi if you need me for anything. Also, I'm going to do a shout out because that's what I do. But I take over Brian's show. It happens.
I love it.
He loves it.
I get yanked off by spirits, so.
Well, I mean, at least it wasn't hostily taken over, though. Like, it could have been worse.
Yes, I did just say that online.
He's
And I won't
giving
ever repeat it like that again.
I'm
He's giving ghostly hand jobs over here, guys.
Wait a minute,
Okay,
is that what
yeah,
you meant
I'm
by
never
yanked
repeating
by
it like
spirits? Wait a minute. I'm kind of lost now. I just thought you were pulled away by a spirit, and now I'm thinking, wait a minute, there's spirit yanking going on over here. I want to know now. Like, is this what happens in the paranormal? Tell me now, I'm only 2 months in. Should I be worried?
No. No, one night.
I don't want to go to an investigation and all of a sudden come out feeling like I was violated, you know? Like, is there something that people don't say when they're like, you know, there's just stuff that we don't talk about that happens in the paranormal world. When they touch you like that, you just don't say it on TV. Like, oh, shit. Come on, man.
What happened
I
in that
can't breathe.
investigation? I
Oh,
can't talk about it on
Somebody get
camera.
CPR over the squeaker. Here's some oxygen.
I know, right? I shouldn't breathe.
Reports
Okay,
of the
I will
stuff
never
you
repeat it like that again. But we were doing a podcast with Minnesota. I forget the full name of their group, and I swear I was talking to her haunted doll, and all of a sudden, and Brian, and all of a sudden, it just like logged me out of everything. I don't know if somebody actually did it, or if it was an actual spirit, but it was weird.
Wait a minute. So you're
Weird.
telling me ghosts are becoming hackers?
I don't
Oh,
know.
hell no. Like, I don't need to know that. Like, the things
Oh,
my
I
camera
gotta.
can see can't be unseen.
I'll quiet down a little bit. Sorry, guys. I guess I was really loud. But
Hey,
I'm fine.
Well, I
it's
mean,
the
we're just having
hacker
such a
and
huge
Jacker.
party over here.
Right?
So, Matt, Brian got a hold of me today. Forgot he had a meeting at 8. Wants to meet tomorrow at 10:30 your time. Was that
AM or PM? There's two of them.
PM?
Oh,
Yes.
not gonna. Maybe depends on if I'm still alive. I'm going with the tables turned on me tomorrow. So Minnesota
That was
Spirit
about as
Hunters are
random
going
as
to be turning the tables on me. So
Gotcha.
That's what I was talking about. It was
I mean, you
I think he froze. Or
Yeah,
something froze.
I think he's frozen there.
It's them ghost hackers.
Right? Yeah, I will never repeat it like that again.
Well, I mean, if I would have known I was going to get yanked by ghosts, like, I would have been a little more prepared. Like, I would have dressed for the occasion.
Oh, God.
Hey, you know what they say, man? Ectoplasma is a bad thing.
Okay, wait, hold on. And as much as we are all paranormal investigators, have you seen Afterlife yet? Ghostbusters Afterlife?
No.
Oh my
I
God.
haven't.
You guys are missing out. Like, seriously? That movie, if you liked Ghostbusters, the original, they stayed so true to the original that, like, it was amazing. Like, original fans of it would be proud. Like, I can imagine that Dan Aykroyd and everybody, like, signed off on it with a smile on their face because that movie was definitely, like, even down to the point that they used the score to the song, to the original movie, like all the sounds that set the mood. Not like the actual songs in the movie that people sing, but all the background sound. Like, they used all those in the movie. Like, it was badass. Like, they really went from going in and took everything and tied it all together from the first movie that's just like, oh snap, like you got an ending to Ghostbusters, the first one, like a full-on ending. It was awesome. So K-Dog gives it 2 thumbs up, and I highly recommend it.
Nice.
That's my favorite song.
He's Matt. Oh, sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
Baron, can you hear me?
Hey, Matt. Matt. Where you at, Matt? I think he's froze, man.
It's moving on my end a little bit.
He kind of jumps around. I can see him jumping a bit. I haven't heard him.
He's got it on mute.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's probably it.
I'm still here. No, what was happening was my internet was hooking up to my Wi-Fi, so I decided to go insane.
No, he didn't want us to hear the lady walking up to his car going, hey, good looking for a good time. So I got it. We understand.
Nah.
My
wife's no, but I am going to get going. I got a video meeting here right now. I got my day starting already. I've got a video meeting here now. Just got home.
Okay, well, definitely a pleasure to meet you, man.
Hey, you guys too. It was nice seeing you again, Sarah and Brian. Last word.
Every time.
Has to be that way, huh?
It does.
Always has to have the last word.
Hey, Lisa Marie is texting me, Eldon.
Uh-oh.
And she's talking about a haunted high school now.
Well, why is she not here?
Yeah, where is she?
Okay.
A haunted high school? Yeah, I'd like to hear about this.
Hang on.
He's pulling strings. I think he's bribing her with money. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you $20. Come on right now."
Nah, I just told her you'd get in a thong and coconut top.
Well, I would. You know, if it would make, I would take one for the team.
It's got to be a pink thong.
Well,
Hey,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I don't have to take the grenade for the team anymore.
Erica said she'll take pictures, man, to make sure we document that evidence.
Right, and you know, because it's definitely paranormal.
That is definitely paranormal. Yes, it is.
We will investigate it afterwards, make sure that it's not Photoshop.
No, I won't investigate it, brother. You're safe from that. I will not investigate it.
Please tell me you like Beautiful Drama from Pink.
What?
Or is that the wrong Pink?
Whoa, what? I like Pink.
Well, which Pink? Yeah, there's the singer and then there's the song Pink.
So Brian, about that trip, Brian.
I like me some early Pink, but it's been a long time since I was jamming to Pink, to tell you honestly.
Gotcha. Sorry about that. Go ahead, guys.
He is a character, Brian. He is a character.
I was just jamming out to Pink last night for all of about 5 minutes, and then I went to sleep.
My playlist is definitely broad, very, very broad. I am a musical mutt. For sure.
That I hear you.
I'm a karaoke junkie too. It's kind of an addiction.
A very, very broad horizon of music I listen to. But I bet you, K-Dog, judging by the look of me here, you can't guess my favorite style of music.
He likes classical.
I would go. I honestly would go with like either a classic rock. I could see it possibly being country or possibly hip hop, to tell you honestly. Those are probably what I'll look at.
No, not hip hop, not country.
You don't see country there? I could see country there.
I don't see country there.
Don't get me wrong, I like my country.
I don't see country, dude.
Come on, K-Dog, you got this.
Skulls and crossbones just don't associate with country, dude.
Well, I mean, I don't want to sit there and be like, "Oh, look, he's a big dude with a beard. He's got to be in death metal," because that just, you know, that's so honestly, like, I would go with like a rock. If you would go with like somewhere from Kiss to Rob Zombie, because Rob Zombie gets harder, but doesn't have to be like.
I love Rob Zombie.
Oh my God, that's the best freaking concert I've ever been to.
Yeah, Zombie and Manson wasn't bad.
I didn't see, man. I saw Zombie. Zombie came with Korn last time. I was pretty stoked about that because I missed Korn when I was a kid, so I didn't get to like. That was the last concert I made it to was Korn and Zombie before all this coronavirus crap hit. That was like the last really, really, really cool memory event that I have been to because everything else was pretty much barely just starting to come back again. So.
But to answer the question, I'm actually quite a metalhead. That's my favorite style of music. I do like my 70s and 80s and 90s, though. And to answer your question, Eldon, yes, anywhere between 80s and 90s to early 2000s for country. And I do like classical music as well.
I am disappointed in you.
But I'm pretty much mostly a rocker.
Well, if you go by my karaoke style, then I'm definitely a big hip hop fan. But I don't consider myself like a one favorite genre anymore. Like I definitely.
He just likes to shake his butt. Don't let him.
I do. Like I love to move, and if music's got something that can like I can get behind, then I'm good with whatever it is because it gets in my soul. I love music so much. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa.
Miss Lisa.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
Intruder
Keith
alert.
Evans.
Oh,
Well,
Mr.
welcome,
Evans.
intruder. Don't get me wrong, but
Mr. Evans, can you hear me?
let's ask Mr. Jenkins who's behind the door.
There's Miss Lisa.
Oh,
Hi, everybody.
Evan.
I had to go to the bathroom. I had to do our podcast tonight. Thank you, Brian.
I was
Hi,
there. I
Alvin,
was there.
Dana.
Hello.
Oh, Squeaker.
howdy.
now.
Hello.
How is everybody? You guys have been
Good.
on for a while. What's up?
We are well. Well, we all were here and we're like, we can't end this thing until you show up. And everybody's like, no, like K-Dog, you think you're the life of the party. Like, wait till she gets here, like she's on and cracking. And I'm like, well, all right, I'll
Man,
relax and I'll wait.
We can't end it now. We got to keep going.
Well, and I told her, I'm like, guys, I'm an old man now. I got to go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, my
Hey,
body's
I'm old.
creeping up.
Hey, K-Dog, I'm old too, but you know what? I'm still kicking and I'm still awake.
No, well, that's true. Like, I am still moving. I'm still breathing. I do wake up every day still, so I guess that's the best you can ask for.
Yeah, you got to think of positivity. Positivity.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
I'm in a towel.
Oh,
What color is it? You got to show it. Show
Pink.
it. Show it.
Lavender. Ew.
You're so fucking silly.
Thank you. Thank you. You know,
Yeah, and
the
I missed the whole thing.
K-Dog had to look real close, man. I think I turned him on a little bit with that one.
Can you guys give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back? Like, just give me a minute. What?
What
Oh,
is
my
so
dog.
important now that I come on? What?
It was Brian in a towel, and I got turned on, and I need.
Oh. I'll let you do your business.
He just got his jock strap in a budge again.
My dog is actually yelling at me now.
He wanted to take it away from me, so.
Kevin. Hello, Keith.
What's
how's
up?
it going?
Hi, sir. How are you?
Well, my cell phone's kind of working differently tonight. I can't see you all because I have to face the backside of my cell phone to be seen. Otherwise, if I'm looking at the screen, you're not going to be seeing me. You're going to be seeing what I'm looking at. But anyway, I had an unusual situation happen today where I got a phone call on my cell phone. I get a lot of, telemarketers, but usually they have really high numbers. But sometimes I get calls from numbers that are disconnected, and I'll call the number back to see who it is, and it'll just say it's disconnected.
Well, because a lot of times that happens because they'll use like an app that just simulates the number when it calls you. So when you call it, because they're all scammers, you know what I mean? If they don't want you to be able to call them back.
It's almost like a disposable number almost. They'll use the number to contact you, and then that's it. It's over with.
It just shows up via the phone, but when you call it back, it never was a legitimate number. It's technically called spoofing. So you can make your number turn into some other number, and they just make up a group of numbers and then put them in a database, and it rolls through those numbers and sets them to you when they call.
So you don't think it's paranormal?
So what's interesting about this conversation
No, not
is
really
I
like
have
that.
haunted dolls, and my youngest taught one of my haunted dolls to call people. And when I asked her about it, I said, "Are you calling people now?" The K2 went off. It's possible. We got Squeaker here. She knows all about Annabella. Squeaker, you don't even know I got Maud. I actually have Tasha now too.
Really?
Maud is a talker.
Haunted dolls?
Yeah, look. So here's Annabella who's talking.
Oh, that's
This is
not
Annabella.
creepy at all.
Right
I'm
now.
sure-
Dolls are creepy
This
already.
is Maud. She's a little talker, and this is Tasha. She never stands upright, and her facial expressions have been changing. Yes, Annabella. Everybody can hear you. Oh, yeah, Annabella's talking. Can you say hi? And you're going to be nice? Thank you. So not to get kicked off a podcast, Annabella knocked her out completely.
Did somebody just make like a
It
loud
was
beeping
very
noise?
interesting.
I don't think so.
I didn't.
Wasn't
I
me.
didn't hear
He's
a loud beeping
behaving
noise.
tonight.
I mean,
I know.
I farted,
No beeping
but
noise.
it wasn't a
That's a
beep.
low growling noise. No high
Right.
beeping noise.
So, Keith, man, what's been up? I haven't talked to you in a minute.
Well, I've caught a couple of your shows. Usually I'm in bed by this time, but I was doing some paranormal research tonight, and it kind of caused me to stay up later.
No, you look like you're an all-night party animal. I do not see you being in bed this early.
Usually I do. Usually I'm asleep by around 11 o'clock. So I think it's about 12:05 Central Time.
So it's 11 o'clock here.
Should check out some of Keith's videos that he sends. They're really cool.
Where are they at?
They're on YouTube at let me see. I'm trying to think. Paranormal Short Sessions by Keith Evans. Now, when I go on YouTube and I try to search for people, I can never find them unless they send me a link.
Sometimes.
And then sometimes when they send me a link, even though I'm logged in, when I click on their link, it says you have to log in again. But I'm already logged in to YouTube. So sometimes I have problems, signing in or at least subscribing because I'm already signed in. So, but anyway, this situation, there's a flashing blue light that I noticed at night. If all the lights are on, you don't see it. Like right now, you're not going to see it. But anyway, I started to do paranormal research by it because it's one of those new gadgets that I've never used before. And it was here when I got here. And it more or less is a plug-in air freshener. And I didn't think it was supposed to be a light at all, but I guess it could have a dual purpose. And I didn't notice it until maybe a couple weeks after I moved in. And then I only noticed it at night when I turned off the lights. And then it seemed like it was on, but it was on really low. Then it seemed like it was blinking. And I thought, well, maybe there's something paranormal here. I'll go ahead and start doing paranormal sessions, which I started about 5 days ago. But 2 days ago, I was asleep and I heard a loud crash in the kitchen, and he woke me up, and I looked, and I just went back to sleep because I figured it was probably paranormal activity, but I didn't think it was anything to worry about. So in the morning when I got up, the trash can lid was laying on the floor about 2 feet from the trash can, and I try to fill the trash can up very full before I take it out because I don't want to waste trash bags.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was the ghost or spirit trying to remind me that the trash can is full, take it out. But I got upset with the ghosts or spirits for waking me up. So I guess I'm kind of grouchy in that way. And when I yelled at them, I think they got revenge by discontinuing my blinking blue light. So last night and tonight, the blue light doesn't blink at all. Last night on film, I unplugged the light slash, air freshener 2 times and plugged it back in. And it blinked a couple times after I plugged it back in, and then it stopped. So I don't know if any of you have ever had air fresheners before maybe it's not paranormal at all. It's just new technology, something I've never used before.
Oh, you know, they always say
It,
for
it can go either way.
paranormal with a spin, plug it in, plug it in.
So, do these air fresheners actually serve a double purpose as a light?
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some do, yeah. Some do have like night lights and stuff on them.
Oh,
Well,
Lisa.
do they blink or do they just turn on?
I think maybe if they're
I'm
low,
not
fluid,
sure.
they
I
might.
think they just turn on, don't they?
I think they just turn
I'm
on.
not gonna
I
be
don't.
late for a meeting.
I don't know
anyway.
if maybe if they're running low, maybe they'll blink, or I never heard of them blinking, but I know that some of them they'll double as a nightlight.
Okay, because I can't find any way. There's no switch on it to
Yep.
turn it off and on.
Yeah, they will.
Because I tried to turn it off when I first saw it because I didn't need a night light, you know. But anyway, if you watch Paranormal Short Sessions
He's not happy.
by Keith Evans, the mysterious blinking blue light, you'll see, what I'm talking about.
Keith, I've got a link to your YouTube channel. I've got a link to that in the private chat for everybody here that's on the podcast.
All right.
That sounds good.
I'm already subscribed to it. I just went ahead and hit subscribe on there, so I'm already on there, Keith.
Okay. It just seems like I don't have a whole lot of time to watch. So many people send me, their paranormal, what I call sessions, and some of them are like 30 minutes to an hour long, and I might be able to watch some of them, but they're just not enough hours in the day to see all of them.
Yeah, I hear that one.
And I like to go on live and, try to talk to people when I can. And I didn't see your text message until about, I guess it was about 11:45 my time.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad I'm able to talk to you all.
Well, guys, it's about that time. I'm going to sign off for tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure joining everybody. I
meet you.
guarantee you I'll see all you guys again because I'm always around. So you guys have a good night. Brian, thanks for the invite.
Take care,
guys have a
Kenny.
good
We'll
night.
talk to
Take
you
care.
later, man.
See ya.
Elvin, you killed Kenny, you bastard.
He's always killing me, man.
I'm telling you what, I like that guy. Me and that guy are gonna get along phenomenally.
Like I
like
said,
him too.
he's like the life on my team, man. He is. He's the life on my team. We love
Now
him.
you got two of them. What are you gonna do with two of them, Eldon?
Hey, we'll just figure it out, man.
So, Squeaker, you just gonna sit there and look pretty, or are you gonna talk?
I'm gonna talk. No, I think he's an interesting guy, and I look forward to working with you guys on that trip too. Even if it's through the video chat, I'll be there.
Squeaker, are you going on that trip?
I would
Are you
like
gonna come and see
to.
me in Minnesota?
Oh gosh, I want to, but I don't know about finances yet and other things where I'll be at the moment. So I'm
Okay.
kind of in between a lot of stuff, but I'm definitely up to talking with Brian about that and a few others. So, and you.
Well, Lisa's still gonna do surprise trips all over the place. So, where will Lisa go next? Who knows? Could be you, Squeaker.
He's gonna come to Spokane, Washington, and show me in person that pretty towel of hers.
As long as it doesn't have to do with flying, I'm good. I'll drive anywhere.
I'm going everywhere.
You sound like Brian.
All
I'm
right.
actually heading back to Maryland in February. Well, I'm heading back to Maryland in February, but I'm going to be doing special trips, like to show up and surprise people. You're not gonna know when it's gonna be or anything, and I might get other people involved because it's so much fun.
Are you
I
doing
thought I was gonna
paranormal
die on the
research?
air flight, but I now know how to fly. So no, I can be coming anyone's way.
Are you going to Maryland to do paranormal research?
Keith Evans, so my trip this last weekend for Maryland, I actually went there for so many other reasons. I'm not gonna say those, but I actually did a live investigation filming with Paranormal in the Funhouse. It will be on Paraflix. It's ready to go. The experience is great. I have live video of just me experiencing Maryland itself. And actually, I went to a church that they
Can
told
you
me
say
about
where
that
it
pirates
was?
are buried there. I have the live on. Huh?
Can you say where it was in Maryland?
I can't disclose location at this time.
Right. That's the way most people are with me. They don't want anyone to know.
I can't because there's so much involved.
Right.
But yeah, it was really interesting because there's an actual church in Maryland that pirates are actually buried there. And I actually have a video of that when we went to the grave sites and everything. My daughter came with and she was trying to find a 4-leaf clover. She didn't, but actually I posted the live videos to my Facebook also as Minnesota Spirit Hunters of some of the experiences that I was having there, just like the town. I mean, it was awesome. But
Right.
once
I'm
the
no longer
episode
on
does come out,
Facebook,
Keith,
but
I'll share it with you. Huh?
I'm no longer on Facebook, but I think I can get your Minnesota paranormal group on YouTube.
Okay, yeah, no, they're on YouTube too. And like I said, once the episode comes, I can get that to you. Because the investigation was crazy. One thing that I can say is because on our podcast tonight, and Squeaker, maybe you can chime in about it too, because I asked Patience this question. So during this filming that we were doing in an area of a kitchen, right? Where people would cook and do dishes and all that, there was an actual spirit protecting me. So when it was in dowsing, she asked, "Are you trying to protect somebody here?" The dowsing rods pointed to me. I have never had a spirit try to protect me before. It was a very different experience.
Cool.
Well, without knowing exactly where you are, I can't. I mean,
I can't tell you until it comes out.
Right. I understand that. That can mean a lot of things. I mean, that can mean either something's around you or something's actually in the place that you're at. So,
well, and it was down in historic Annapolis. So down in historic Annapolis, but at the same time, like I asked this because all my grandparents are deceased. Okay. And so I said, "Is this a family member?" It wasn't a family member. And I was like, and then I asked another question of oh God, what was it like? Like a protector, like I care for people, I take care of people. And I was like, do I remind you of somebody that protects or takes care of people? And we didn't get a lot of responses on it, but every time, and they put a K2 on me, and the shit was lighting up. It was all around me every time I went into the kitchen area. It was I've never experienced that before.
So I haven't asked you before either. Do you have spiritual gifts at all? Like, are you an empath? And do you have like stages of the gifts, or do you have all of the above? No.
Some people are saying that I might be like a medium or something, but I don't know because like I can like one cemetery that I went to on Halloween night, I had so many spirits trying to talk to me. I've seen spirits since I was 8 years old, but I only can see and see like shadows. I've never ever been able to like hear them with my own ears. And when I went to my dad's grave on Halloween night, I got out of my vehicle and I was the only one in the cemetery. And I was looking, I was like this. I was like, okay, you need to be quiet over there. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get to you there. I had so many people talking to me. I've never had that before. People are thinking that I'm starting to open up more for the spirits to talk, but I don't really know what I am. I don't know if it makes sense to you or not, but it's weird.
It does, and
What the hell is that music?
I don't know. I'm wondering myself. I thought it was
Somebody
your
play
end on
music.
your end.
It's not
I
coming
have
from
no
me.
music. It's quiet
Not
here.
me either. I thought I'm hearing little kids.
I'm hearing like Mexican music mixed with little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
this is
that you,
weird.
Eldon?
Annabella.
Yeah, I sing pretty good, dude.
Annabella says she's playing music. Annabella, can you stop the music for a minute so we can talk?
It got
So,
quiet.
Keith, Eldon, you should tell Keith about our paranormal road trip.
No, I think that's on you to tell.
Oh my god, that's crazy! Annabella, thank you. Oh my god, she was playing the music.
She is playing the music, and I think she wants me to talk to her, but I don't want to because she'll kick me off of the live feed.
So, Keith.
No, she wants me to have a better connection now. I got 3 haunted dolls now, but no, I don't think she will now. That's
I got
like,
invited to go down to Kentucky
holy shit, she lit up the
for
KTL.
a couple of investigations, and I find out that Eldon is going to be in Indiana. So we decided to team up and do a coast-to-coast paranormal road trip. And Eldon, you should tell them where we're going, man.
I have to jump off.
Oh lordy, do I state all these locations
I have to jump off for a
again?
meeting, Brian.
All of them. All right, Lisa
Hey,
Marie.
Lisa, I contact me through Messenger after you're done. That's weird. Total silence.
But yeah, go ahead and tell them where we're going.
Hang on there, buddy. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this right here. This would be a lot easier. You don't have the list in front of you, do you there, Brian?
No, I don't.
Well, I'm glad you said that, dude. There you go.
Oh, you suck, Eldon. All right. So we are going to Penhurst Asylum in Spring City, PA, Eastern State Pen in Philadelphia, Gettysburg Battlefield, Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia, Octagon Hall in Kentucky, Battle of Richmond and the Church in Kentucky, Bobby Mackey's, Randolph County Infirmary and Asylum in Indiana, the Exorcist House, the Missouri State Pen, the Visalia House.
You almost hit the lottery.
That's all you sent me, dude.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. There they are. The Frontier Prison in Rawlins, Wyoming, the Old Idaho State Pen in Boise, Idaho, the Old Montana Prison in Deer Lodge, Montana, and then we go to St. Ignatius Hospital in Colfax.
Where's Colfax?
That is in Washington, about an hour from Spokane, where I am currently living.
One
Well,
of
that's
the
gonna be a
creepiest
long
areas I've
ride.
ever been to. I've never been to the hospital, but it's creepy over there.
Oh
do you
yeah,
all
this-
have to get? Do you all have to get permission to do paranormal research in Gettysburg?
if we do it at night, yes. During the day, no.
Correct.
I've been there as a kid to Gettysburg, but I was with relatives and my parents, and they didn't want to get out and walk around. But when I was there, I just felt very tense, But we just kind of drove around on the public roads, but we went in and out through the battlefields. But I think we just rode around for maybe 30 or 40 minutes before we went back home. But I think I've been there a couple times. I think once it was with but I was
I swear to God, this happens every podcast, Eldon.
I see that, man. I think we lost him.
I think so.
I think so too. So
Darn it.
We haven't decided if we're gonna go live on the investigations yet, but we will say that they will be on the Parapush Network.
Nice. There he is. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
I think he's back.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that was my spoon.
You really went out of whack there for a little bit. We didn't hear all of your story.
Kevin, Keith, can you hear us?
yes. I can't see when I talking.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. There he goes again.
Good Lord. 2 nights
That's
in a row.
interesting.
Oh, there
Can
we
you
go.
see me now?
Yeah, we can see you.
Well, Lisa Marie, you were saying something about wanting me to be on one of your shows.
Oh, I'm Sarah. But I do remember her saying that.
What happened to Lisa Marie?
She went off for a meeting real quick.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What about the paranormal? I'm trying to think of his name. He's got that stage name going. He said something about he had a podcast, but I don't even think I was able to subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Oh,
He's got that paranormal, like the guy that figures things out or whatever.
Yeah, that's a paranormal consultant.
Yeah, consultant.
Yeah, he's that's my buddy right there.
But he's never contacted me about being on his podcast. Does he have a podcast, or is he just on with you?
Oh no, he does his own podcast.
I see.
I'll send him a message and tell him how to get a hold of you.
Because I was hoping to try to line some podcast up, between now and Christmas. So, people will think about buying my book, The Hayes House Ghost Are People Too.
Oh, yeah.
It's if if you like a transcript of the paranormal session, I do like a blow by blow of everything that happened during the paranormal. I'll say investigation because that's the word most people are used to hearing. So, other than a lot of times I put in too much information, I think, for most readers. Like I was putting in information of all the uh, background readings I would take before the paranormal investigations. I would do background readings of every electrical appliance and so that I could stay away from that with the millimeter and I would know what is a paranormal activity or what is just a high electromagnetic reading. Like sometimes refrigerators and or certain alarm clocks will give you a high electromagnetic reading. Sometimes air conditioners will do the same thing. And then, of course, if you're near a junction box for electrical circuit, or if you're near the voltage regulator on the telephone pole or electrical pole where it attaches to the building, those type of places you're going to have a high electromagnetic readings. So you can kind of pretty much rule out that it's not paranormal activity if you get high readings from your millimeter in those areas.
Exactly.
Yep. And I don't think that's too much information at all. I think that's something that everybody needs to know because otherwise, if they don't, they're going to get that misinformation.
Well, that's the type of information that I like. I like to look at, the reading was high. And then I also say in the book where I'm positioned in the room. And I'm always try to position myself in the Hayes house. I took an actual folding chair with me. So I'd have a chair where I could sit and be away from any type of electrical interference. So
that's smart thinking.
Yep. I've seen some. Go ahead.
But I think if or when I do a second book, a lot of that information I'll leave out because most people who don't do paranormal research probably will just read over that or they'll look at it and say, what the heck, And, I try to explain at the beginning of the book why I do background readings, but it's so universal to me that a lot of times I don't explain. So anyone who's new to the paranormal will think, why did that guy waste his time doing millimeter readings of, the electrical outlets and the lights and, all the different locations that are hooked up to, electricity. If it's a commercial building, I do the alarm systems, and sometimes I don't if it's security. If I'm in a house that has a security system, I do, but I don't say because it would be a security risk to give that type of information away. So like if it's something sensitive, like cameras or, anything to do with the alarm system or laser detection, I'll do it, but I won't put that in the book.
Yeah. Well, guys, it has hit about that time. So we are going to go ahead and end her on down tonight. Keith, you want to tell people how to get a hold of you before we end it?
Well, I'm on Instagram. I should be on there under at PetCat 2006. And my book, The Hayes House Ghosts Are People Too, is available online at Amazon, Walmart, Books A Million, and what's the other one? Second and Charles. So, and if you have a local bookstore near you, sometimes they will order the book for you and then ship it to your home. But other than that, it's not going to actually be in the bookstore.
Well, all right.
Unless the people order it online and then put it in the bookstore. So it could be, but usually they won't do that.
Well, sounds good, Keith. I appreciate you being on, buddy, and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, nice talking to
Good
you all.
talking.
Have a good night.
Good meeting you, Keith.
Night.
Nice
Nice meeting you.
All right, Squeaker. Have a good night, homie.
Night. I'll contact you tomorrow.
Sounds good. Well, that was interesting podcast tonight.
Yeah, just think you weren't going to do it.
I know, right?
Are you glad you did?
50-50.
It got fired up there for a while.
Anything you'd like to say to our beautiful audience before we call her a night?
Man, just enjoy what you're doing. Be safe what you're doing. And always look out for yourselves and your team while you're doing it, man. That's what I have to say.
I agree 100%. So, to all you people out there, have yourself a spooky night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Later.
Later.